ELI is about real results.
ELI is about students using their courses to make a real difference in the world.
ELI is more than just courses. It is a summer program, an incubator, and it provides mentorship and coaching that allows students to act on their passion and to build their leadership abilities.
In the kind of work that I do in social entrepreneurship, but all projects, ideas are a dime a dozen. The great developmental experience is finishing something, to use a football term, to cross the goal line. And by definition, students that aren't in the business of doing something with a real result, they're deprived of that opportunity to have that last developmental experience. And that's the pride and the satisfaction of actually implementing something. Yeah, so Hertzberg talks about I can use incentives and charisma actually to cause movement, but motivation is something from the inside out. You don't motivate people, and so I can create a situation where I can cause movement, but that's not a very good use of. It's not lasting. So ideally, you try to create a situation where people will decide to make this their most important college experience, or they'll decide to make it their most important class, or they'll decide to, and if they make that decision, I'm there to help them. I've got a lot of examples of students where you could take, for example, a high-achieving student that doesn't have strong social values, and a student that has very strong social values but maybe doesn't have a high level of efficacy, and you put them together and they learn a lot from each other. And that certainly would be the case with, for example, youth builds, Habitat for Humanity youth build, where you had a couple of high achieving students and another student who had a very strong social conscience but did not see herself as a, quote, change agent, and they came out and they all developed in different ways from the experience. Because the idea is, if you think about efficacy, identity, and agency on a team, different students come into that team with different strengths, and they all can develop in at least one of those three areas. I mean, if in some tiny way we can make coming back to the issues of efficacy, agency, and identity, if we can be some part of the acceleration of the development of young people to, be enterprising and make a difference in this world and deliver real results, no matter how small, that's kind of good. They do it anyways. It's as you develop, but we're trying to accelerate a little bit.